ERX at the National here. It's Thursday evening, and I was just going to give you a tour of the outside of our rig here. We have a 2016 Hallmark steel trailer, 32 feet long. Yeah, we drove down to Texas to get it in summer of 16, I believe it was. I'll show you inside of that later. And then here we have our motorhome that we built. That got finished in 2010. We started racing with it. I was racing sport class at the time. And so yeah, that was the first year we used it. It's holding up pretty good. I'll show you inside of that at some point too here. It's got a Detroit 60 series diesel in it. It has just shy of 1 million miles. And yeah, nothing too fabulous, but it gets us to where we need to be. We have 2 slide outs on this side as well. They're both in right now. Some awnings up there. There's an awning on the other side as well. Generator under here. That generator is powering the motorhome and trailer, air compressor, heaters, lights, kitchen, everything. Let's go take a look inside. Just getting prepped for the race weekend. It's Thursday night still here, and just got the clutches off. Gonna check some spring rates and whatnot. Got a couple spares on the bench here. Dad just finished servicing a practice shock, or kind of a spare shock. I'll put in the spare skid. And he's got his vacuum bleeder here for doing shocks. And I got my transponder charging. They use that for lap times. His computer for looking at graphs and data from the sled, and notebook, and got a helmet dryer and storage over there. What's up, Jordan?
Not much.
Not much. Got some storage up there, spare parts, different tuning stuff. Here's a cool cabinet. We keep all of our cams or secondary helixes and some springs in this cabinet. That's pretty cool. Otherwise, aerosol cans and just supplies. We got a skid stand up there that we service the rear skid in the snowmobile with. That's pretty handy. Yeah, she's set up pretty good in here. Couple toolboxes. Here he's just printing some stickers for our shocks. We kind of have a code on there so we can know what we got in the shock, and he puts another sticker in the notebook so we have that on record. Getting excited, almost race day. What's up?
Not much. Enjoying the weather.
Jordan, you're on camera.
Hey.
Trying to figure out how to do this. I can rebuild the rocket, but I can't figure out how to put a strap on. Just gonna
This
get
new stick is kind of fun to use.
Gonna get ready here and do a vacuum evac on the strap. This thing got sound.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, dig into this beef jerky if you want it. It ain't. The stuff that's got a little more fat on is just plain, there's nothing on it.
What you doing? Got done with the first practice and got the sled pushed in the trailer. It was kind of good, kind of not good. No major problems, but I just got arm pump, kind of nerves in the first practice with all the guys. Just was riding tight, got pumped up, and maybe wore some thicker gloves because it's cold, and I'm just gonna go to some thinner gloves and then get the blood pumping a little more before the next practice, and we'll be good to go. All right, you're live.
Okay, here we are after the first practice, just checking over some of the data that we receive off the sled. We got green line here is engine RPM, blue line is exhaust temperature, and this purple pinkish line, that's the actual GPS speed. So on the start here, and I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but we're calling 80 mile an hour before the first corner.
Yeah, I would say it's the GPS speed is probably a little bit off. Everything on this program is like engine RPM is exact and temperature and stuff, but that GPS, I'm guessing it's a little bit off here. Just based off my, it is a long start.
Well,
so
yeah,
but it's not 80.
Well,
we had a little bet going earlier that we weren't going to hit. I thought we'd hit 60 going into the first corner.
Actually, the first corner shows 51.
Oh, where does it show 80 at?
After the corner, so yeah, that's right.
Oh, that could be with track speed. Yeah,
Yeah.
and when the sled's in the air and the track, and I gassed it before the landing, then it was probably 80 like you're seeing.
But yeah, there's a lot of information here. This is the whole practice, so you have to...
So what are you trying to do?
What I'm looking at here is just some of the RPM. I can zoom in on the start and see what our RPM did on the start. Make sure the clutching is optimized, and then further on down into the laps, you'll see just a bunch of squiggly lines on it. And here we're looking to make sure that as he lands, the RPM doesn't dip below 8,000 basically. That would tell us that the clutch could possibly be needing a change or something like that. But
Nice.
all in all, it looks good.
Yeah, felt good. No complaints.
So at this point here, we'll erase the card, put it back in the snowmobile, and check things over and go from there.
Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna give you a rundown on the climb gear I got on today. I have every day, yeah, I pretty much just live in the stuff. I got the race spec pullover here. It's kind of a lighter weight, super thin. Race spec pants, Havoc boots, F5 helmet, edge goggles, inversion gloves, and the race spec pit coat for when I go up to watch and on the parade lap and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here we are after the final. I think we got some guys who want to get interviewed. Jason Kruger, what do you think? Autzen Underground.
Well, Travis was a good representative today. He went out there, put some really good motos together. Wouldn't have got the start in the final like we'd like, but looking forward to tomorrow.
That's right, he said it. You heard it here first. Zach, anything?
Trav just went out there and does what he does. Run hard.
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit of a struggle today. Like I said, with that first practice wasn't ideal, and second practice was a lot better, and then we had actually a belt failure, so then we didn't get to finish that, which was fine. We got some good laps in, and then the first heat race, I don't know what I did, but I got a pretty bad start, and really turned that around for the second heat. I got a really good start. I was like second to the corner, ended up finishing that race in fifth. So we had to go through the LCQ, and I made the transfer into the final. So we did start back row and came out pretty good in the back row, about as good as you can. I came out of the first corner, I don't know, what do you guys think? 10th? 10th, and that's what I finished, I believe. I don't think we've seen official results yet, but I think we got 10th. And then, so there's a few guys that crashed and beat some other guys. So it was good first day back. Top 10 will take it, and we got a good sled set up, we feel like, so we're ready to rip it up tomorrow. Anything, Scott?
Ready for food.
Hungry, feed me.
That's right, see ya. Just checking in here after round one, day 2. I got 8th in the heat. It was I don't know, I guess kind of a bad heat because I was last, but we had a good start. We were an outside pick, second to outside, and I ended up running right with the guys, which is good. I mean, I'm not going to complain with that. And then, but I basically ran out of real estate at the end of the first corner. They had, even though we were even, they had the opportunity to run to the edge of the track, and they did, and I really had nowhere to go. So I had to check up, and then that put me in the back. So also struggled a lot with visibility. The conditions were just right, and they really iced up, and I'd go over the jumps and try and wipe it, but it was too frozen to wipe off. And so we got a couple ideas, tricks to try in this next one, and we're gonna, hopefully that does it. And so yeah, better luck. And here's my wife. She came to visit this weekend, so having fun. See ya. Just got done with the weekend, got done with this day 2 final, and I'm wiped, tired. There's a lot of racing. The big thing was sitting around all day from morning until our first practice was at 4:30. Next time I got to either take a nap or get out and do something, kind of get stir crazy. Just sitting around at the track, you can only watch so much racing. But yeah, I'll be honest, I got some arm pump in the final, got a little tired. It's frustrating because I feel like I've really spent the time training and stuff, so that sucks. But I mean, we'll just keep plugging away, and I mean, that's why we keep racing, because it's fun to try and get back to where get where you want to be. I want to close it with a big thank you to all my sponsors: Odson Underground, Midwest Ag Advisors, Fast Seed and Chemical from Mountain Lake, Fast Ag Solutions, Climb, Arctic Cat, Stud Boy, hooking us up out there, Rocks with the hand guards and bars and pads and everything like that. My dad, big help to him. Turn the camera around on yourself. Zach, the mechanic, thanks. A lot of help. My wife, Jordan, Mom, I'm back at home. I'm sure there's some that I've forgotten, but it's a big team effort, and I appreciate everybody. The graphics, Octane Inc. I mean, it's definitely a team effort, and CTI knee braces and the whole crew. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.